And welcome back to the pod. It's a late night recording sesh here, day 2 of free agency, and we got a lot to talk about. It's me, Amir, and Tanner.
Yes, sir. You already know.
Man, let's go, man. We hyped for this.
A lot of big names, a lot of big signings. Free agency is kind of wrapping up. Let's talk about Brady first, bro. What are your thoughts?
Well, first, for the Bucs, I feel like they overpaid for him. He is 45 years old. Y'all got to think that's old man in the NFL. That's not young man. It's not like he's 24. He's on the back end. I can see why Bill Belichick didn't even make an offer, because Bill Belichick knows that he can get a predecessor to Brady, that they don't need Brady. And we're finna see Brady in the new scenery, in the change of scenery, and see what he can do with the weapons that he has. But I love the weapons. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, I feel like, and O.J. Howard, I feel like he can make something shake, but he is in a tough division, so we'll see how he pairs up with the Saints, the newly Panthers with Teddy Bridgewater, and then the inconsistent Atlanta Falcons. I don't believe in them ever since they blew the 28-3 lead to Brady.
Wait.
No. Like,
Let me get in on it a little bit. I mean, he's talking about it from a perspective of the Patriots just didn't want to offer him at all. I mean, I think they wanted to work something out, but it was a situation where Bill Belichick,
Brady wanted 30
Yeah,
games.
Exactly. It's a situation where Belichick the GM, overrules Belichick the person, and that's like the difference between Belichick and a Jerry Jones. If this was Jerry Jones' situation, he's going to hand over the $30 million easy. It was the same situation with Kobe Bryant and the Lakers a few years ago. I mean, he was on the back end of his career. The Lakers still hand him the max out of respect for what he's done in the past. I mean, of course, the Patriots, I mean, it looks bad that they didn't offer Tom Brady, but I'd rather them do that than give him $30 million and sink the franchise for the next 2 years.
Yeah, because that would have been a horrible move. Brady is literally 45 years old,
Exactly.
like I said at the beginning.
And we saw how many
43.
players they lost without paying Tom Brady. What was it going to look like if they did give him that money?
And I've never really seen Brady be this selfish in the past. He usually takes pay cuts, but this time you're going to sit here and tell me at 45 years old you want $30 million? Who is Brady thinking he is?
I don't think it,
no, but like, selfish. You have to understand where he's coming from.
Yeah,
he's always been nice to the Patriots. He's always given them a pass, a hometown discount, if you want to call it that. Like,
right.
But at the end of the day, bro, like, you're 43. You had a Mitch Trubisky-esque season last season, like, bro. No. Like, seriously, bro.
It was horrible.
Honest, like,
it was like, if we really look at it, it was horrible.
Obviously, he didn't have as much weapons, so we'll see what he does this year. But, like, bro, he's human. He's 43 years old.
I think
they're about to be 43.
He's gonna remind us all why he still is Tom Brady, and he's gonna be playing with Bruce Arians, one of the best guys.
With that terrible offensive line, with that questionable defense,
and I think a pocket passing quarterback. If there's an old quarterback dealt to play with a bad offensive line, it is Tom Brady, because he's the quickest processor out of all these veteran guys. You know what I mean? He's gonna get the ball out quick, and he's gonna make quick decisions. I know Jameis Winston, I mean, he had nice production, but he was just making terrible decisions. Brady isn't a guy who's going to make a whole bunch of terrible decisions on this team. So I think his production will up. He's going to have an up year from what he had last year. He's going to remind people why he still is the GOAT. At 43 years old, he's going to look like I say a top 12 quarterback in the NFL next year.
Are they going to win more than 9 games?
Oh, easily. I think they go 10-6.
This is my only question about the whole season next year. I know Brady's a GOAT. That's not even a question. We all know who Brady is. We know who Brady is in the clutch. We know who he is. Now, my question is, with that O-line, how many games do y'all believe Brady can really play at 45 years old, taking all those hits?
I mean, yeah.
All right, 43 first of all.
43, 45, basically
or 42,
the same.
But yeah, he's going
to be 43 next year. I mean, we've seen him. Last year, the offensive line wasn't great either. It was banged up all year. He didn't have his starting center. Right tackle position was a revolving door. You know what I mean? Both tackle spots, actually. So I think, he's gonna ride out the whole season. I think Bruce Arians is gonna implement some stuff for him to have a nice, quick passing game. They're gonna scheme it around Tom Brady. It's not like he's gonna go somewhere and they're just gonna make him fit into their scheme. It's gonna be Brady's team. So I think that if him and Bruce Arians can work together, much like how Bruce Arians worked with Carson Palmer, don't be surprised if the Bucs make a playoff run in the NFC.
Yeah, I like their defense. I called it questionable because, like, you've seen how inconsistent it was. But, you know, a 43-year-old Tom Brady, we'll see how he operates behind that offensive line. Now, what about the Patriots, though? Like, where do they go from here? Are they going to stick with Jarrett Stidham? Are they going to draft a guy in the back end of the first round? Like,
right.
What's going to go on there?
Yeah, and I feel like this is a really, really interesting spot for the New England Patriots, and this is going to be a very, very telling draft of what Bill Belichick thinks of the current roster and where his mind is, because right now there are a lot of holes. There are holes on that defense in terms of depth in the secondary and in the linebacker spot. Obviously,
Jimmy Collins just left.
Yeah, and you got Kyle Van Noy leaving as well. Landon Roberts, we have questions there. And so, I mean, right now, and obviously the hole at quarterback and receiver was a question coming into this year. So everything's a flop for the Patriots right now. It'll be very interesting to see what they do with their first overall pick in the first round. But a lot of people are speculating that they like what they see in Jarrett Stidham, and maybe they see something a lot of people don't. Maybe he was a diamond in the rough. I did really like him coming out, and so it'll be interesting to see if maybe he's the starting quarterback next year. And if he isn't that good, will we see the Patriots in a position to grab a Fields or a Trevor Lawrence? Would that be insane?
But can I ask y'all?
What about
questions?
a Jameis or a Cam Newton?
What about our Andy Dalton? What about that trade?
Or a
talk?
Dalton?
What is that going on there?
Out of all those,
get some explanation.
Out of all those scenarios, I think that the best suited person would be Jameis Winston. I mean, he offers upside that I think if any team can hone in those upsides, it'd be a team like the Patriots. I mean, we talked about Winston with the Colts and them being a stable franchise. The next level of stable is the New England Patriots, and if Jameis Winston, if anyone can hone in his power and his ability and his potential, it would be that franchise. And so, what do you guys think about free agency fits in New England?
As in quarterback?
Yeah, as in quarterbacks.
I like Jameis. That would be nice. I mean, he's hella turnover prone. He's all right, but like you said, a lot of potential, a lot of upside.
Patriots get Jameis.
I would like to see Cam Newton,
what's
though,
the record?
In a Bill Belichick offense.
If the Patriots get Cam Newton, what's the record?
No. Patriots get Jameis. What's the record?
9-7, no matter what.
If they get Jameis Winston,
yeah,
I feel like
I think 9-7 whether they have Jarrett Stidham, Jameis Winston, Cam Newton, Jacob Eason, Jake Fromm. I don't know, bro.
I don't know if I'm gonna sound crazy on this one, but I feel like if the Patriots can get their hands on Jameis Winston, they will change this man's career for the better.
Yeah,
and I feel like he can become not a superstar quarterback, but he can become a good quality starter in this league. And I feel like they can go at least 10-6 with Jameis Winston if he just cuts down the turnovers.